So today I'm going to go over prioritization goals. And the reason why I do prioritization goals is because this determines what should be on your site, what should we be focusing in on first. And eventually, towards the end of this call, we're going to create sort of a site map, if you will, based upon our goals so that we can be clear on what needs to be created in ClickFunnels, what needs to be created on your website. And so it's mapped out, and then when we get to that step in the process, it's right there for us. We just confirm it and then we move forward. So let me share screen with you real quick. And you'll be getting a summary and insights PDF once we go through and finish out the calls that we need to do. So we got our user profiles out of the way. Now we go into prioritization goals. So I'm going to start with awareness goals. So there's 3 types of goals that we want to accomplish. There's revenue goals, obviously, awareness goals, and efficiency goals. So I want to focus in on all of them, obviously, but I want to start with awareness first. And so let me give you the quick ledger, the quick background on how we're going to map this out. So there's short-term goals, which are 30 days or less. There's medium-term goals, which are 30 to 60 days. And then there's long-term goals, which are 90 days plus. The desirability is going to be gauged from, I got to turn this off. The desirability is going to be gauged on a scale from 1 to 10. 1 being total pain in the ass, to 10, I could do this with my eyes closed, or I have a team that could do this immediately. Doability, same thing. Okay. Budget, what kind of budget do you have in place for this particular goal? Okay. And then the total will be a number up to 20. Like it'll be, the most we can do is 20, because if you have 10 desirability and a 10 doability, if it's a 20, that means we should have that done tomorrow. I'm being facetious, but we should be right. So that's something that we tackle quickly. So when I look at my clients' goals and I look at my goals, because I do the same thing for my business, I look at the totals that are 16 or higher, and I take action on those bad boys immediately. Okay?
Yeah.
So what we're going to do is, this is sort of a template and it's filled out already, but we're going to go in there and sort of fill in what needs to be, what's this say? Zoom, I could get rid of that. Okay. So you can see this big, right?
Yes.
Okay. So that's me being anal. All right. So let's focus in on awareness goal. Do you need an example of an awareness goal? Because there's one right here.
Oh, cold traffic campaigns via Facebook.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that would be nice. I mean, something to do to build awareness.
Right.
I mean, there are things that are more, so are all 3 of these awareness, or?
This whole thing. Now, I try to do, this particular client had like 7, obviously, you can see here. We got to do a minimum of 3, but we could keep going if you're hot. So.
Right. I mean, first, I guess I should think, because yes, that's something I've dabbled in, and we should leave it in there.
Okay.
This group that I connected with, it's part of the whole thing, which I was kind of happy that somebody else was handling it. But what's my desirability? I'm going to put it as a, maybe a 6.
Okay. And the doability?
I'll put it as like a 5.
Okay. And then what's your budget?
I mean, like maybe right now $500, because the other group was spending
per month.
I mean, I guess it's just because I know that it's an area that I'm just kind of throwing money at, that I'm not really doing the right thing on.
Okay.
But the other group, we were spending like I feel like we're spending $3,000 a month, and they weren't even giving me as much guidance. And it was, and I was creating videos and things, and they were like, "Oh, right now it's just about awareness." All right, well, maybe I would have said something different, but anyway.
Right.
So
what term would you consider this to be? Is this a medium, short, or long?
I'll say medium to long. Medium.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
It's definitely not happening in the next 30 days. Next 30 days are busy anyway, but.
Okay. Now,
and it's not so far that I do nothing.
Yep. Got it. So now next term, I'm pushing. So
a continuity program is not really, doesn't feel like awareness. It feels like I got to build awareness first.
Yeah.
To get
so another example was you got a book. All right. You got a book. So do you want to get the book out there to create awareness?
Oh, you mean my book?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Thought you meant like book business.
No. Your book.
Yeah, put the book as one.
Okay.
If I made a little list here, so Facebook, just so I can kind of prioritize, because there are lots of choices. Facebook, book,
So the book campaign. What's the desirability on the book campaign?
Videos, Facebook Live, desirability. Because it's tied in with the actual business, and if I know the campaigns that I have planned, like a Russell Brunson free plus shipping,
right,
book campaign. I mean, I'm gonna give it like an 8,
right,
and give it a medium, or what do we call it for 2 months? Yeah, medium.
Medium. And
is
then
it doable? I mean, if I just got my crap together, I give it like a 7.
Okay.
I mean, it's probably even more than that. If I clear everything away, which I did with something else.
Well, here's next. Yes, let me just plant the seed.
Yeah.
So I have a book funnel template, right?
Yeah.
I can clone it, brand it,
yes,
implement it, done. So
right.
Remember, use me as a
right.
as think.
You could share funnels easily.
Right. So doability could be easily an 8, 9.
Yeah, make it an 8.
Okay. So
and
now
for budget, I mean, what do I even need to spend? It's back to kind of Facebook. I mean, if I were doing Facebook,
well,
money I would.
Yeah, if you're throwing money at this, right, you would have to, let's look at it now from the ground up. You would have to get somebody to build it, potentially, right?
Build which piece?
The funnel.
I feel like I started the funnel and that somebody may have shared, my book guy may have already shared one with me. And it's just a matter of me going in and just kind of like staring at it closely and deciding, I really just want this here, or I'm going to make.
Yeah, but Jess, that's not where you need to, that's not where you should be. And that's why you need to leverage other people and get that done. So for an example, if I were to build out this funnel for you, it would be $5,000 to $6,500 to build the whole thing out. Okay.
Right. Okay.
Now again,
the thing is, I feel like it's sitting there just waiting for me.
Right.
I feel the only thing that I have to do is just take the time to like sit and think, what do I want?
Right. And that you should do. That
and I have it all drawn. I feel like he shared a funnel with me, and I feel like I drew out like, this is the step and this is the bump. Like I just had to decide, like, what do I want?
Right.
But that I kind of feel like the only thing I would, I mean, I have to just look and see if it's waiting for me. I think it is, because we started it at some point. I feel like the money would be driving traffic.
Right. So total budget.
I feel like I'm close on that as far as doability.
Yeah, you are. You are.
I mean, and when I say total budget, I mean, I'm going to say $1,000 in traffic, because that in my mind, that's like month 1. It's like,
that's right.
Evaluate. Instead of being like, it's 12 months after month 1, I'd be like, okay, is that working? Do I want to put more money into it? Do I want to put less into it?
Right. So think about this now. You're a brand accelerator client, so this comes included, right? It's a $6,500 investment plus $1,000 ad spend. So let's say it's $7,500, just for argument's sake. Okay. So this is a This is a very
Doable.
actionable item. Yeah. And I can say short term here, right? Because it's almost like it's 3/4 done. You just got to sit down and sort of just spend time on it and then have us do everything else.
Yeah.
All right. Moving along. Short term goal. It doesn't need to be short term, but another goal. This one is creating more video content via social media to connect with audience. Now,
I kind of started this already within the last couple of weeks. And the other thing I started doing, and I'm 2 weeks into it, is the one thing I've never been great at is a weekly newsletter. I hate calling it that, but email that goes out. So I've created the video. I've created the community. So the people driving people to that new community, Magnetic Speaker.
Yep.
And then an email that I like, and I made it where it's very doable. I mean, so I really desire this one. I've already started doing it. I mean, it's like a 10 and a 10.
Good. And then is there a budget?
I mean, so far I've been mailing it out to 5,000 of 40,000 emails because it only makes sense for 5,000 of them. And then the other group, Magnetic Speaker, they have something like 50, 60,000 or something they can send it to that they need to. I sent it to them yesterday. So the thing is, what am I throwing? This is just like get it done. I mean, what else it's not like I have to create I just have to monetize people who are already there.
Right. So, look at it from a time perspective, right? So
time is the biggest thing.
So what is your hourly rate?
I never think of it as hourly. I mean, because people buy packages. It's like a $7,500, $12,500. And I always think, because hourly kind of puts me in a box.
Yeah, I agree. So look at it from a budget standpoint in regards to what are you going to need to create.
So let's say we would call it $1,500 to $2,000 for an hour. In my mind of like, if I'm doing something saying I shouldn't be doing this, I should be outsourcing it.
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about. Okay, cool.
I'll be looking at my time.
Now you're at a 20. All right. And then the other thing is like, think about it. Maybe you do some design ad work, right? That you create to promote this, right?
Yes. But I know what I've been working on too. That should be the next one.
Okay.
But that's a 20 because I just started it and I've been doing it. And I shot 10. Each email has a video in it that also goes in the group. And I shot 10 of them so that I'm ahead.
Love it.
Yes, so that I'm not screwed and like, oh, damn it, I got to do it. Okay, so the next one, huge. This is very big on the desirability scale.
Good. I'm going to say 10 because I could see your excitement.
Yes.
What's the goal?
I didn't bring it up first, but anyway, products. And I have in ClickFunnels, I have products set up. Okay. One is media ready in 30 days or less for a year and a half.
All right, media ready in 30 days. Let's.
Yeah, and there's actually.
And then I'm going to put
3 products: media ready, pure secret weapons, endless speaker leads.
All right,
they're all sitting in there.
Let's just one at a time. So media ready in 30 days or less. It's a product. The desirability is a 10. The doability is what?
A 9.
Okay. So
and the only thing that's left is just going I've shot. I was tackling this last week. When I say 9, it's just about like the only thing that was waiting on these learning products, including this one, was the sales page, and it was like what needed to be done.
Yeah.
So it was like the intro video, which I did last week, the walkthrough video. Here's what you're gonna get. This is what it looks like.
Okay.
That's why it's a 9. It's just about pushing it over.
Would you say
the budget? Yes.
Yeah. Would you say this is an individual funnel for each product?
Yes.
Okay.
So the funnel was there, but the piece that was missing on all 3, the sales page. Which now that the first one is practically done, I kind of cloned it over into the other ones, made it a template.
Got it.
But it needed the videos, which I shot, to be like, hey, So I shot all the same day. And I shot a
Don't need that data right now.
Yeah. Okay. So
All right.
budget.
So
I guess the budget, it's time and I guess Facebook ads.
Right. Same as up top. So like,
I mean,
because this is a potential funnel.
Right.
I'm going to add this in.
And I guess now that I'm kind of saying it out loud with these, because I went and took action on a few of these things. I guess the Facebook ads is just something I have to get the system down to something that I feel like works, that I know it's not just throwing. I create the budget lower because it's like I'm basically throwing money to and being like, I don't know.
If you were to hire a designer and funnel builder, if you will, to create the media ready in 30 days or less product funnel, what would your budget be for that?
$2,000.
Okay. And then what's your ad spend per month?
I mean, I'd start with 1,000 to just try to get something going. Feel like something's happening. I'm not throwing it out the window.
Okay. All right.
And the thing is, that product sells for 1,000.
That's it.
So the thing is, if I put $1,000 into it and I got one person to buy, the next month I'm putting $2,000 or $3,000 into it and being like, let me give this some attention.
Exactly.
If I could sell 10 of those in a month.
Now, remember,
I'm very happy.
Remember, Jess, these are awareness goals. Would this be defined? Would this be more of a revenue goal?
I mean,
because it's a product.
Probably.
Okay, that's okay. So we're gonna leave it there because we're gonna clone this.
But here's the thing: if I sell that and now they're more or whatever lead is a piece of it that leads into it. You're probably right. Yeah. Whatever work I'm doing on it there's still value on awareness if they don't buy it right away. But if I were to say awareness, newsletter,
okay, so
Facebook,
I'm gonna put revenue
group, recur post is a big one we should put down for awareness.
Okay, so
recur post, because that's going to be big. Yeah, thanks.
What is that?
Okay, so it's a social media scheduler.
Okay.
And you create buckets and you put lots of stuff. So this is just stuff about media, stuff about speaking. This one is some sort of inspirational feel good thing. Here's like other people I like and respect. I'll put some Henry stuff in there. And when it hits the end, it can redo, but I can tell it post to Twitter, 10 times a day, which I would never do by myself. And then, a video goes every Monday to wherever at the exact time. So it's like, it's talking about awareness. Just that is going to be posting everywhere.
Love it. Desirability.
Right. 10.
Doability.
Now I've cleared away some other stuff. I guess I'll say 8.
Budget.
It's a time thing. It's just a time thing. And it's $20. The thing is, I start with the free one, but it's 20. It's easy. As long as I do it, I don't care. I'll pay for the thing. I think it's like 20 or 25 bucks a month. I was going to pay for it right away. I was like, well, let me just add some stuff in here and make sure I like this.
Now I see some potential here of creating some branding work for you to post in here. So those beautiful images that you just got shot, we can create some really awesome banner ads and you upload them into Recur Post and you push that.
They start showing up all over.
Right. And you got that beautiful shoot done. You might as well use those images, right? So now it's it's $25 a month for the Recur Post, but let's just say you had a budget for having someone create some design work for you for those posts. What would that be? What would that look like?
$3,000.
Okay.
Even the photo shoot I just did
just $3,000 total.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Okay. you're at a total of 18. Would that be a short or medium? I think that would be a short-term goal, no?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
This is so close to it. I mean, it's already doing some stuff, but the thing is, if I just stop, the reason why it's pretty attainable is if I just stop and do it,
yep.
Give it thought, decide I gave thought, but I just have to decide what goes in there.
Let's roll. Another term. You see, I'm pushing you hard today.
Good.
So another awareness goal.
Yeah, because we did recur posts to me, that's social media. We covered Facebook ads, which kind of dips into some other stuff. Facebook ads. I mean, even pushing products, I know we kind of pushed it away. I mean, it's kind of, how much more awareness? What am I thinking as far as, the book we took, right? The book funnel.
I'm thinking,
any more than that? Yeah, say, go ahead.
Yeah. So what about, so you
more than is long term.
Live events. You do live events.
Right.
All right. What about some marketing collateral for those live events? For example, I have numerous things that I take with me when I go to live events. I do branded pens. I do little 3x3 postcards, right?
You're going to cry at how horrible this is.
Right. So this is what I'm talking about. So goal, business card design. First and foremost, with the shoot that you just took, you know what I can do that?
Yeah. It's just, I take one of those pictures. Look, this group that I'm working with, they made one of these. It's just a normal business card. I was like, it should be the picture and something really exciting.
Right. So desirability to do that.
A 10, but I should say the website is probably higher than that, but is that that's not an awareness campaign?
It could certainly be an awareness campaign. That website could go into revenue, it could go into awareness, it could really even go into efficiency. So it all depends on what you want to do with that website, right? So for example, if you created a podcast, right? That's another thing that I would have you consider. With your personality,
yeah,
you can have a big show.
And I guess the only thing holding me back is time, because I like to do that stuff.
Well, think about it. If I gave you an opportunity where all you had to do was record the show.
Right.
And your production and all of that was taken care of.
Right.
How easy would that be?
It'd be easy. I would just have it scheduled.
Right.
And then you would shoot ahead, or,
Yeah. So let me go here. So I'm putting the cart before the horse here because I'm excited.
Right.
So business card design. I would say that's a short-term goal. We could crank that, no problem. Desirability is a 10. The doability, 10.
Okay.
Budget for that. I'm thinking design and print. What's your budget?
I don't know on the design part, but printing is like nothing. How much is it to print? I don't know, under $100 to print cards?
Yeah. So let's say it was $100 for the design and $75 for 500 to 1,000 of them.
Right. Exactly. I usually get 1,000.
So let's just say 175.
Okay, that's nothing, right?
Right. 20, and then your thing is 20. Your total is short-term goal. All right, we got 2 more. I think we could.
Probably the only thing I hand to somebody at an event, and usually because there's something to get them in a funnel on the back. So this is the card, but on the back, it's like, oh, get this free thing.
Aha! Look at that.
They go into the funnel.
So here, media, training, toolkit.
I just redid that on ClickFunnels.
Business.
And people started signing up, and I don't even remember where the heck I mentioned it. Oh no, it's the same thing. It's the same business card.
10.
It's just what's on the back.
Let's do 175.
But I should probably, I don't know if I have long-term. I should put some long-term on here. Because everything is like what I'm doing right now.
Right. So, with that said.
I mean, a podcast, I guess, is long-term.
Hang on, Chief. Hang on. Hang on. I don't know. I must have drank jet fuel today.
Or last night at the Super Bowl.
Yeah. So, hang in there, my.
There it is. Would it crash?
Yeah, it did.
It opened back up quickly.
Yes, it did. And everything was saved, thank God. The only thing. Okay, so business. No. So let's go long term.
Right. Because we have a lot of short term.
Awareness.
Because, yeah.
Go ahead.
I'm trying to think what would be just get me in front of more people.
You could do podcast interviews. You can do Instagram takeovers. You can do Facebook takeovers where we do lives. You come on my live, you go on other people's lives. Those sort of things create massive awareness.
Yeah.
You could do Instagram influencer campaigns.
So let's say podcast/show. Because in my mind, I would also push it through Recur Post and other places.
Right.
Record it through Skype so it's both video or audio most of the time.
Desirability.
Since it's a longer term goal and I want to tackle the short term goals, I'm going to put it lower, even though it's fun. Although you said handing it off, but I'm going to give it a 6.
Doability.
To me, everything feels like everything is doable. It's like, which one I'm going to prioritize, but I'm going to give it, doability. I can freaking do it easily. I'll leave it as an 8.
Okay. And then
the biggest budget is time. I have all the equipment. I have everything.
Yeah, but do you want to
the Libsyn thing is like $20 to $50 a month or something, right?
What's that?
That's to syndicate it.
Okay.
In fact, one of the products that I'm going to be coming out with soon is to help people create a podcast. But
hold on 1 second.
Yeah. Anybody watching this, now that we're alone and Henry's gone, now I'll tell you the real truth about stuff. None of that matters. I've been lying about my own stuff the whole time and screwing myself.
Think of it this way. So for the podcast, you have.
Oh, right. Because if I handed it off,
think about it. You have your image, you have your design. So your Facebook.
Design and promotion.
Right.
And
production. So you got production costs, design.
Is that like a few grand? And how much is it per month?
Right.
Initially, like some sort of intro, which I feel like that is, everybody has like the whole thing is like, and then it's just them on a microphone. But I don't know. You tell me. You have your podcast. What do you think that stuff goes for?
So take a peek.
I've given it very little attention because I've been trying to do other stuff.
Take a peek at
other stuff done.
Right. So take a peek at this. So we have podcast production packages, and it all depends on how many you want to do per month. So if you want to just do 4 shows a month, once a week, it's $750 a month. And what that includes is everything. It includes the production, the syndication, the designs, all of it. Then we have a 10 package show, and then we have a 20 package.
This is something that you do.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. All you got to do is record the damn show.
Right.
And that the only thing that we do up front is a $400 one-time setup fee, because we got to set everything up, like inside. We got to set up the workflow, and we got to show you how to upload every episode. So there's a little bit of legwork up front, and then after that, it's smooth sailing.
Right.
So yeah, this is what we charge. So again,
and it goes to YouTube. It goes to
YouTube, Spreaker, iHeartRadio,
right, iTunes and all that stuff.
Yeah. I gotta see where that. Oh, yeah, iTunes, Stitcher, Spreaker.
10 shows a month. That's a lot. I probably would be doing the 4, even though it's a good value to have 10. It's just 10 has to be shot or recorded.
So it's like a little over 2 a week.
I mean, the easiest podcast, which I should do, and I'm hopefully have the book on speaking too, and this was part of the plan for launch, is one on each chapter in this book.
Yeah. So let's say $750 to $1,000 a month.
Yeah, that's good.
Right.
How many chapters? 14? Because if I think of it as just a marketing effort, if I did 15 episodes, how much more do I need of this before somebody should just be working with me?
I know.
And I don't need to talk anymore.
Exactly. So let me do
which I had a coach and he called them enders and repeaters. An ender is something you do and you did it. It's ended, you're done. Took care of it, it's done. And a repeater, there's always stuff that has to keep repeating, like, in your personal life, like keeping your gas filled in your car, or laundry. It's like things repeat. Like getting the business card done or taking the photo shoot. It's like an ender. I just did it. Done. On to the next thing.
Right.
Obviously, eventually it repeats, but.
So what we want to do, I want to dive
bring that up because it's a choice for a podcast.
Oh my God! Yeah, look at it's 14 episodes right there.
Right.
Revenue goals. Those are what I want to focus on, and we have we have the 20 minutes to hammer that. The efficiency goals, we can get to that on our next call. Efficiency goals would be like hiring a VA and getting a VA involved, or hiring an assistant, something along those lines. Getting a Facebook ads manager, getting the software, for example, could be. So that recur post could kind of be in an efficiency as well, but I like it where we have it, where awareness, because it's what's going to get your name out there.
Definitely. So much more than right now. I mean, I put stuff on social media, but just then I get busy or whatever.
Right. What's the product that you mentioned previously?
Even though it's media ready in 30 days or less, should I mention my biggest 2 things? Media training.
Okay. Let's just talk about this product.
Okay.
Media ready in 30 days or less.
Oh yeah, because I have a clear revenue goal for that. Just haven't been it's a matter of time and attention. What am I putting my attention toward?
Correct.
And I tend to put my attention toward the thing that's worked over the years.
Desirability on this.
I'm going to say an 8.
Doability.
I feel like it's a 6 only because it's a mystery of if I can sell 10 in a month. That's only.
So where are we at? 15?
The budget is still the same.
14.
Because I'm thinking then it just needs to be promoted correctly.
Right. So
some of it's Facebook, but some of it is partnering with people who could put it in front of their audience.
Say you had to build the funnel out. Say you had to get it built. What's your budget for it?
I mean, I think we said it in the last one, which is like
$2,000.
$1 or $2,000 or something.
Plus 1,000 ad spend.
Oh, right.
Ad spend.
But the revenue goal of what, I don't know if you want to add the line of what it would be making.
Shit. is it bold? Oh, I see. Don't need a revenue goal.
Okay.
Just want product goals. Is that a medium or short term?
Short.
Okay.
Because I've been attacking it, so.
Okay, so I did my math right? That's 8 and 6 is 14.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Another product.
Endless speaker leads. .com. So that's a product that's done and it's sitting in there.
Desirability.
I'm going to have these last two. I'm going to push it up to a 9, both of these two. The one we just did too.
Okay. Doability is 9 too?
Yeah, I mean, the only reason why I listed doability low on these ones is I include that as actually promoting it correctly, not just putting the funnel over. It's to actually creating revenue. I got to let people know.
Right. So you're right. This could be a 7.
Okay.
That's fair.
So same exact thing for endless speaker leads.
Right.
I shot all the videos. I cloned the sales page. It's just a matter of just being, like sit and proofread it, just peek at it, and then promote it. That's really the biggest thing, promoting it.
What's the budget on this?
Same thing. I mean, 2,000 plus 1,000.
Mm-hmm.
And kind of the same with the third product that I'm going to give you right now, which is just sitting there too, pretty much.
Okay.
I mean, you can actually copy and paste this whole square because it's going to be the same thing. And the third one is called PR Secret Weapons. But the reason why I give it less attention is because it's already proven that if I sell the things I know that work and give that the right amount of time, that I'm not going to screw myself on revenue dropping in a month.
All right. Okay. Excellent. Revenue goals. So we have 3 products, all short term.
Yes.
All right. Any other?
My normal thing that drives revenue, or these are like future revenue adding to
Well,
revenue?
we want to look at short term, medium, and long term. So this is short term. This is stuff low hanging fruit. So if you're looking medium to long term, maybe it's something that you haven't produced yet that you've been contemplating.
If anything, I would call those 3 medium, because the short term of things I'm already doing, which is training and speaking. And maybe it's smarter to call those medium because it's maybe it's 60 days to get it right.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. I mean, the short term, and I'd be interested in figuring out what I think long term is, because everything is short term. But the short term is media training, the actual training. If I just if I just go in my CRM, I don't have to do anything special. I have to follow up on stuff.
Desirability to do that.
10, I do stuff every day. Doability, 10, I'm already doing it.
What's the budget?
I mean, just my time, but I'll tell you right now, if I were to be more efficient, it would be adding a VA to help me to make that come together.
That's efficiency goals, and we'll get there.
Right.
So budget here, media training. Think in your mind, is it going to be virtual?
It's part of my normal routine. What's that?
Is it virtual or is it in person?
Oh, in person.
Okay. What's your budget on that? So you have travel expenses.
The client pays the travel.
The client pays the travel.
But as far as like finding clients and what I have to do to promote it,
right?
I mean, I could probably promote it better, which would be back into the awareness campaigns in general about stuff that I'm up to. But in some ways, the next one is going to be very similar, which is the presentation training, which I should promote a little bit better. But
yeah, I'm just thinking, is a budget necessary for this?
No, I mean, it's just a matter. If I put, that's just, yeah. The budget only makes it better. But right now, I barely have enough time to go through everybody who's in the CRM, which is a good problem to have.
Yeah. I'm gonna put time.
Yeah, time. It's exactly that.
Right.
And I'm great at going in every day and just reaching out, touching base with people. Hey, what's going on? They're like, oh, let's do it. And if you were to copy over the same thing over, it's the same thing with the presentation training.
What if, so now, like you mentioned, media training to make it better, right? Think about this. Is there PDF downloads that could be updated and rebranded? Could there be those types of things created?
Yes. So each of these already have things that can be updated that are already being handed out. So this media training toolkit.
So if you wanted to do a makeover to the media training program, what budget would you put to it?
I'm trying to think what I'd be making over. I mean, it would, if anything, I would put money more toward reaching new people outside of, people coming to me, which would more be like Facebook ads. Because even though, yes, it's nice to redo the look of some of those handouts, I mean, those, deliverables, it's more about just reaching more people. So I don't know, $1,500.
Okay.
I mean, to Facebook ads.
How much is that training? How much do you charge?
$7,500 to $12,500.
Okay, so let me just give you a quick example. Somebody's spending that kind of scratch with you.
Yeah.
What if you sent them something beautiful in the mail? Like what I have a client who's in the financial space,
yes.
and their whole brand is called The Vault, right? And
yeah.
we designed this package. It's a beautifully designed box.
Yes.
And it looks like a vault.
Nice.
And
did you get the package from me, by the way?
I did not. I don't know where it is.
Really?
Yeah, I got a bottle of wine from another client, but I have not gotten yours.
You didn't get the one with my book in it?
No.
That was mailed like weeks ago.
I know. I remember you mentioning. But we'll worry about that at another time. I'm not concerned with that.
No, that sucks because you would see the packaging, and I wanted to give it to you, but
that's what I'm thinking. So, for example, my brand accelerator clients, they're 25K clients. What I decided to do is create a beautiful welcome packet.
Yes.
And then also a little personalized gift at the end, right? Now, I'm spending 50 hours with these people plus. I'm going to get to know them quite well, right, just like you and I. So I'm going to be able to have the budget to invest back into them. So you're going to they're spending $7,500 to $12,500, and you're going to spend $1,500 just in ads? Thinking about it.
Yeah. Oh, and I'm happy to build. I mean, sometimes I give them, they're delighted when they get a box of books. I can make it prettier. I mean, the thing you described is, I've heard called like a shock and awe box, initially. But it's funny, even when I send a book to people, they're like, you stand out in front of everybody. You're the only one where I send them a couple of books. But I like that. But I'm thinking if I were to, as a short term, I would just get in front of more people. And as like a medium term for media training, I would create more of that. The thing is, I've created so many things, and I wish you'd seen that package, and I have those, and I can do some of that. And of course, with the new branding and stuff like that, if I printed out more to put in that package, it would be really exciting.
So how about a long-term goal as a media training makeover?
Right.
All right. And the desirability, what would it be?
And the makeover is what exactly?
possibly redoing the packaging, possibly creating an exit deliverable. So when they finish the program, you send them something sweet.
It's a long-term goal. So I'll put it as like a 6 or a 7 because the other stuff is I'm desiring to have happen first.
That's right. So
doability.
Yeah. What would that be?
Yeah. I mean, you could leave it as an 8. I mean, every one of these things seems doable.
Right. And then the budget.
I don't know, a few grand or something like that. I mean, what am I talking about? I'm talking about printing, making up.
Yeah, just redoing
mailers and things. Oh, and paying for mailing things. Let's say $3,000.
Okay. And
it's definitely a longer term.
Yeah. Yeah. Any other longer term? We have about.
I would do one. Yeah, I would do. So the sales presentation training is called Speak to Close training. There's also a speak. Either way, sometimes they buy it as a speech. Sometimes they buy it as a training. So if we're talking about putting more attention toward promoting that, maybe it would be a mail type program.
Desirability.
Now, I mean, all the other things are up in front of it. So I'm gonna, like a 6 or a 7.
Okay.
Doability always feels like it's an 8. It's just a matter of time and which one goes first.
You just make the call on that.
Yeah.
It's 15, and then the budget on this.
I mean, I guess the same as the media training makeover. I mean, like a 3K. I mean, if I'm saying, all right, I'm mailing stuff out, but this is definitely long-term.
Yeah. Okay.
Because the other stuff is such low-hanging fruit.
Yeah. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'll just hide that. So we got 6. That's good.
So medium and short.
Yeah, we got medium, short, and 2 longs.
Right. I mean, the other short, the media right now, I mean, the media training, you can copy and paste that same media training one. And it's the same with my presentation training. I'm talking to companies, it's which one that they want.
Right.
So when I say short, I'm already doing that every single day. It's a 10 and a 10. It's part of as long as I do that, stuff happens.
Okay. You said copy and paste what?
That one that's that one, short-term, the only short-term one.
This one.
The middle, yeah. If you just copy and paste that and call it presentation training, it's the exact same thing.
Okay. And it's a long term?
No, it's a short term. I'm saying I do both of those already every single day.
Okay. All right, let's button that up. So we're out of time. So what we'll do is the next call will go into efficiency goals.
Yes.
And we'll start to create the site map, so to speak, where it's, let me take that back. It's the wrong terminology. I'm going to go over the pages that need to be created for your website.
Right.
And the pages that would potentially need to be created for your ClickFunnels funnel.
Got it.
Okay. So a lot of that may be already in your ClickFunnels account where all we need to do is rebrand it.
Right.
But
okay.
Let's make believe we don't have anything and we map that out, because what that will do is I'll take all that information, go back to my team, and then we'll create a site map. So you know what pages are going to be included on your website and what pages are going to be needed for your ClickFunnels. And then we can create a wireframe that shows you how the both connect with each other.
Right. And when you do something in ClickFunnels, do you do it as like a subdomain so it still looks like it's part of the website?
You could plug it in. You could use the WordPress plugin and use just one URL. For example,
I think I could do it as a subdomain. They made some changes.
You do that too. Like, I want everything consistent. So when you go to Unique Funnel Designs, uniquedesigns.net/consult.
Yeah.
It'll take you to a ClickFunnels page and it'll be the order form to sign up.
Oh, right. And it's still the same site, but and that site is on Unique Designz.
That's right.
Right.
And just from a branding perspective, let's get you on the calendar again. So let's go next week.
Let me just open this.
So I'm available after the 12th.
Good, because I leave Wednesday all through Sunday, and I think I'm taking a red eye back. Just opening the calendar because the thing shut. Come on.
Oh, you can hit